Let's land here together. And we can let our bodies rest, allowing our breath to move through. And as we begin today, let's welcome back in those elongated exhales. Not too much effort here. I'm just letting a few breaths be a little bit longer on the out breath than they are on the in breath, as we're welcoming our bodies here too. And then just seeing how your body wants to breathe you today. And for a few minutes, I'll be sharing about the experience of meeting uncertainty and the desire to control the uncontrollable. I think that's a human experience. I think we could say that others experience this too. It's not just one of us. I think it's every human. It can be so easy to get swept into confusion. There's a churning and unsettling that feels like it's always been here sometimes and will never leave. And that can take us into our minds and keep us from resting at home here in our bellies. It's easy to be lost from our deepest truths and our sense of knowing. And I just want to remind us all that we're not doing anything wrong if we're feeling these feelings. That this is part of what it is to be human in these times, and really human in every time. We do not need to pressure ourselves into being packaged with a pretty bow. Enough of that. Of course, we want things to be just so that we might feel a certain way. We spin in the stories, trying to dig to the root or figure things out. But we actually don't need to do that to come awake or heal. It can actually be counter to finding the freedom that we seek. And what needs to come clear will come clear with time and space. And when we experience enough safety to take refuge in the moment and in ourselves, when we cultivate enough safety, or when our environment around us does, or those in our lives. Our job is, as I see it, to create a soft landing place for it all to be held in the moments we can. We can be warm and kind and soft with ourselves when that's available to us. And when we can't, we can learn to be welcoming to those parts too. And that's what we've been doing in our time here together. Welcoming the confusion, desire to control, the uncertainty, and knowing there's something that makes sense about what we're feeling always. This phrase, it's so simple. We've been using it all week. I love myself for feeling confused. I love myself for wishing I knew the outcome right now. We can keep coming back to that phrase and notice how our body experiences that phrase. And let's feel our spines for a moment. And let it elongate and sink into support all at once. And gently, gently. Coming into the entire back of our bodies. Our spine is where our sense of self belongs. When we have these questions and these confusions, when we feel lost or alone, we are the answer. The answers live here in our bodies. Our bodies are wise. And as we widen, we trust our listening. And we become clear in our understanding. It can be hard to know, is that my mind? Is that my past trauma or past stressors? Is that my body speaking? And so we're building a relationship. And we get to that clarity over time. And as we become more warm towards ourselves, that clarity comes through louder and louder. It's unmistakable. You're welcome to place your hand on your heart and your belly for a moment if that feels supportive. With each heartbeat, there is truth. And in the belly, sacrum, and pelvic bowl, dantian, that lower belly, our center. With each sensation and breath, there is truth. It's right here with us. Let's sink even deeper into practice today. And we'll do a very similar practice that we've done already. And that is by design. We'll be supporting heart, chest, lungs, kidney and adrenals, brainstem, feet. And the reason we're coming back to this practice is because it's the most healing and most regulating work that I know. We cannot do it enough, really. And I want to give you a bit of a different version of it today so that you can find one that works for you and take it with you. Healing doesn't have to be pushing into pain, pushing through pain or past pain. It can be allowing for space to rest. Pain may arise in that space, but it's a different way of expanding our possibilities around how we heal. So feel free to sit, stand, lie down, whatever feels most supported today. And finding the ground. Strong spine, soft front. And let's bring our intention to the top of your right shoulder and over to the outside of your left hip now. And welcoming your heart, chest, lungs, top of your right shoulder to the outside of your left hip. And welcoming every part of you. And then we can shift over now to the top of your left shoulder and the outside of your right hip. Following that ribbon across the front of your body there, as though it could hang from the top of your left shoulder to the outside of your right hip. Offering support here. Welcoming your heart and lungs. And now we'll make our way to your right kidney and adrenal. Right there in your mid to lower back. And as we rest our intention here, we don't have to get the spot perfectly. Intention is enough. And just showing up here with care and support. Yeah, and whatever comes up, comes up. We have plenty of space for it. And as we're in this work together, if anything ever does feel overwhelming or painful, it's fine to pause, find a resource, and come back as things settle a bit. Allowing for ease and rest. And really taking our time here. And we'll make our way now over to your right, your left kidney and adrenal. And just showing up here with care and support. Yeah, just allowing this left kidney and adrenal to feel supported. Allow, allow, allow. And whatever's here, whatever shows up, pleasant, unpleasant, neither, we can lean into that phrase. Can I just let this be okay right now? Can I just let this be here right now? And now we'll come all the way up to your brainstem area. right at that place where your brain and spine connect at the top of your neck. And just bringing some support here. Welcoming ease and flow. Softness. Aware of the possibilities of healing. And then we'll make our way down to your ankles. And it can even be nice here to stretch your legs out long if that feels comfortable. Even if you're sitting in a chair, stretching them out in front of you. And letting your ankles rest. Inviting flow, flexibility, and softness. And if there's anything your body is finished with today and ready to release, anything that's not serving you, you just allow it to flow down and out of your body, to the soles of your feet, and back to the earth. supporting your ankles. And then we can rest in a healing silence together for a minute here, just allowing our bodies to integrate this work. And as you feel ready, you can shift and take your time. And gathering anything here that feels supportive, soothed, and bringing it back into the rest of our days together. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today and to walk this path with you. And thank you so much for giving yourself this precious time. Have a beautiful rest of your day.